Mighty Mazda, good to see ya. We go through turn 1 and 2 as you got Casey Childers, Dylan Alton at number 93 and company as Dylan Alton going to be on the wall already in 3 and 4. We complete lap number 1 here for the Super Duper Late Models. Well, we did until the 13 of Keegan Sanders. I think he wrecked himself. Keegan Sanders might have wrecked himself. We'll see what he's going to do. He is keeping it throttled up. Keegan Sanders, I think, wrecked himself. I'm going to go ahead and give him the benefit of the doubt, and we will stay green. Keegan, you can yell at me all you want if that's not the case. So far, 3 out of 50. Oh, no! Dylan Alton gets loose, and everybody's going to stack him up down to the front stretch. Caution flag on the speedway. I believe Dylan Alton got way loose off of the corner and comes all the way. I know, it's a pain in the butt. Looks like the 93, I believe, gets way loose off the corner. Gets a little bit of contact with the 5 of Dylan, Dave Ellis. Hands on the brake pedal. Cuts all the way down the bottom side of the speedway. Runs right into the number 2 of Wharton. And that is literally going to throw it out. We'll give him the OL penalty, and we will try this again. Probably going to get an earful from Dylan Alton here soon in the 93. But I'll give him his first EOL penalty. Alrighty, so we completed 5 laps, make that 4 laps, as Evan Horton at number 34 out of the Swiss Speed team is still going to be our race leader. Alrighty, gentlemen, we'll double file them up, we'll go 1 to green this time by. We'll double file them up, we'll go 1 to green this time by. Mighty Mazda, I really appreciate that. We tried to make the best of a show that we can with what we got and the drivers that we got and things like that, but you know as well as I do, man, the real sacred truth of it is this makes look iRacing good. If you go, I don't want to say everywhere else, but 75%, it's not the same. As we are ready to go, we are underway. 5 out of 50 here for the Super Duper Late Models as we get through turn 1 and 2. Yes, we do. Can we get through 3 and 4 to get a battle for the race lead? Daniel Adam, the 75, the 34. That's going to be Evan Horton on the inside. JT Curran and Cam Carrington going at it for that second spot. How about Evan Horton at number 34, finding the bottom side of a turn 1 and 2, as it's all going to be the 75 of Daniel Adams to the top shelf, as he will go to the outside, and he will be able to hold on to the race lead. Cam Carrington in the 02 to the inside for the Super Duper Late Models. Here comes the 35 of JT Curran with a good run to the outside. I'm waiting for it to go to the top shelf. We all know it's Eldora, as Evan Horton able to run to the bottom still in 3 and 4. Wonder if he's saving tires, maybe pulling a book out of Isaac's page. I know Isaac said something earlier about saving tires until about lap 20 or so. That might be a good idea at this point. 9 out of 50 for the Super Late Models. It's still going to be Daniel Adam, your race leader for the 35 of JT Curran. You'll have the number 92 of Casey Childers. You've got the 34 of Evan Horton. Meanwhile, the 02 had to be Cam Carrington. After that's going to be that number 5. That's going to be Mr. Kyle Lanfear. He runs modifieds in the real life world out of Albany, Saratoga. He's got, you can actually see some of the footage of him. He's got a couple wins in the rookie division. Country League, thank you for the link to share. We appreciate you. RJ Miller. By the way, fun fact about RJ Miller, he's the man that changed my whole career. Got me the job with the American All-Star Series, and he's moved himself over there working with the West Virginia Motor Speedway and the Elkin Speedway. So great job for RJ Miller being here in that number 88 machine. 0.3 wide. What happened to the 34 of Horton? As Horton came off the bottom, RJ Miller left nowhere to go, and Miller bangs the right rear off the wall as Cam Carrington at 02 ride. He's also on the bottom side of the speedway. Guys slicing their way through. I wonder if Carrington and Horton are kind of saving some tire here early, as they're both still on the bottom side of the speedway. RJ Miller and the 88 company, the 51 of AFAR, as they will go single file through the middle of 3 and 4, about 14 out of 50 here tonight. So is it still going to be 14 out of 50 here? One yellow flag here tonight. Evan Horton in that number 34, as so is the 0-2 of Carrington. They continue to run the bottom side as you got Afar bouncing all over the walls already in that number 51 machine as they continue to work to the outside. Horton into the 34. Here comes the 88 of RJ Miller with a good run as the 34 will go to the top shelf. Miller with a good slide job in the middle of 3 and 4. He will take the 5th spot away as we're 16 out of 50. So far, JT Curran is your new race leader with a run of 14.889. Daniel Adams still battling with that as well as that battle for the lead continues with Casey Childers at number 92 as we're 17 out of 50. Great battle for the race lead. It's Curran with the slide job. Here comes the 75 of Mr. Adam back to the inside. You got Casey Childers in the 92. 3-car battle for the race lead. And look, David Ellis in number 5. He'll be in the 4th spot. So far, Isaac, 18 out of 50. I mean, what are you going off here? Daniel Adam running 15-0s right now, trying to get away from the field. We got our second yellow flag. It's going to be for the 93 of Dylan Alton, trying to do the right thing, and he didn't get in time. He throws it, and that'll be our next yellow flag for Dylan for doing the right thing. It's hard to get that car into the infield. It really, really is. It really is. So that's going to be our next yellow flag here this afternoon. All right, gentlemen, like I said, our next yellow flag is for Dylan Alton. He tried to get it in the pits like he should. And again, it's really tough to do that. So he pulled it in and he hit the yellow cones there and it just didn't work. Won the green this time by. So Adam Mullen, the next racetrack we'll be heading to will be Volusia Speedway. That'll be coming up next here for our super duper late models. No, I know you don't agree with me. Much love to you still. Hey, much love. Anyway, the 75 of Daniel Adam and JT Curran at number 35 as we will continue on as we get about 30 more to go here tonight. Yeah. As we roll, good to see you, D. Franklin 03, as our Super Late Models are back underway on 2 yellow flags, 19 out of 50. JT Curran, car high. Now here comes the Rex as the 5 of Kyle Lanfear and the 7 of Mr. Chase Short go around. Dylan, I could have removed you. Let's see. Oh, boy. Anyway, as we got the 5 of Kyle Lanfear, he'll be on the top side. Looks like the 17 of Clayton Ellis might have shut the door, or they both gonna get involved, I think. Ooh, Ellis gonna get turned around. Kyle Lanfear's gonna get put on the wall. A lot of damage on the 17, and the 5 of Kyle Lanfear, Chase Shorts get dumped around as well for our 3rd yellow flag. 3rd yellow flag gonna be for a racing ordeal with the 17 of Ellis on the inside. Kyle Lanfear kind of banged the board. They kind of met each other down to the backstretch. Both cars got wrecked. As we will double file them up, we'll go 1 to green this time around. Well, there you go. Cautions breed cautions at the Eldora Speedway. Is this gonna be our 3rd one? The 2nd caution was drawn by Dylan Alton. As we will try this again, 21 out of 50. 1 to green should be pushed this time by. Paint truck lights are out. Paint truck lights are out, gentlemen. Paint truck lights are out. Field's going around turns 1 and 2. Gonna rejoin. You got time. Alrighty, so these guys gonna be joining back out. Kyle Lanfear, the 7 of Chase Short. You'll have the number 17, it'll be Clayton Ellis. As we started 17, we are down to 13. Let's see if we can get this thing back underway. As we are, Daniel Adam gonna lead the Super Late Models back to the green here at Eldora. 20 out of 50 so far. Can we kick this? Oh, Casey Childers slides up, leaves the 35 with nowhere to go, and he will be able to take the 2nd spot away. Holy cow, how did JT Curran not climb the fence? 21 out of 50 on 3 yellows at Eldora. Let's see what we can do as Casey Childers, here comes the 35 of JT Curran. Slide or die racing. It's time to go, as he says, as we got 22 out of 50 yet to go. As Casey Childers, JT Curran, they'll continue to battle once again in turn 1 and 2, as it's going to be the number 35 of JT Curran, as the number 92 is going to be Casey Childers. That's the exact same thing I thought, Frank. I thought he was all over with after that one. RJ Miller in the Miller rake number 88. Car high with the 51 of Ashton Farr. Farr going to go to the top shelf. After that's going to be that number 2 machine of Cam Carrington, as they're going to go through door to door in the middle of 3 and 4. It'll be the 51 of Ashton Farr up 11 spots in that 51 machine. Good cut down off of 3 and 4. He got RJ Miller in the 88 to the outside. 8 Farr with the side job in turn 1 and 2, as it's going to be the RJ Miller 88 back to the inside. Cam Carrington in that Busch Light 02 machine out of Twisted Speed. He'll be right there behind watching all the action. Meanwhile, let's do that. Watch with him. Whoa! They split them down the backstretch. I don't know about you, but I got 3 monitors. I was like, holy cow. Cam Carrington doing a really good job holding that race car in that 02 machine. I saw 2 cars split me at the same time. You only saw my middle monitor, but you didn't see my outside monitors. Good Lord, that was crazy. 23 to go here for the Super Duper late models, as this battle, AFAR is getting a little race here with RJ Miller. Miller a good cut down. Here comes Cam Carrington in the 02 machine, as we get about 23 more to go, as here comes Carrington. Oh, AFAR, big problem. Turned hard right into the wall. What a save. Good race in the mid-pack of the field. Evan Horton in that number 34 as well, as we only had 2 yellow flags with 22 more to go. As race leader, it'll be the 75 of Daniel Adam, as he still continues to lead away with JT Curran right there behind that number 35. Racing going on for the 3rd spot is RJ Miller in the 88 ride. Meanwhile, it's going to be the 51 machine of Ashton Farr. About 20 to go this time around. Daniel Adam still leads away as RJ Miller to the inside of the 88. He's got 8 Farr to the outside. They rub doors, and that's going to be bad. Caution flag in turn 1 and 2. Samuel Mount and the 2 of Jared Thornton had to get on the brake binders as Chase Short and company. And I was wondering when that was going to happen, as both them drivers coming off that corner kept car high in each other, and both cars got involved. I was waiting when it was going to happen. Just a bit of a car high. Ashton Farr pinched into the wall. Something sets off. RJ Miller and him get caught up in turn 1 and 2. And that's going to be our next yellow flag. AFAR and Miller got together, caught each other's panels into each other, and then that's the end of that. They both wrecked in turn number 1. Gentlemen, double file, 1 to green this time by. All cars, double file, 1 to green this time by. Guys in the hot pitch, you're going to come back out. Come on out now. We are 1 to green right now. 1 to green right now. So it looks like RJ Miller in the 88 will not be able to rejoin us. 52 front, 52, go, 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 52, go, 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 go. So RJ Miller ain't gonna be, it's back with more. I looked up and I seen it. Brad is back with more, with some gifts to the channel once again, as we're back underway at their 4 yellow flags. Oh my goodness, Brad is back once again with his food stamps and his paycheck here with the SLR show once again, as we get about 18 more to go here tonight, as Brad with the channel here with 2,000 coins on the channel. Good to see you once again, boss man. You are missing a thriller here tonight. 17 to go. JT Curran gonna get really racy. Big slider hits the brake pedal, and Casey Childers gonna be able to go right on by. I believe JT Curran at 35 burned his tires off, and he's gonna lose a ton of slots here in just a minute with 16 to go. Super late models here for the Eldora Speedway. 4 yellow flags here this afternoon. Still a really good race, as it's going to be that number 75, a World of Outlaws late model driver. Daniel Adam will lead the way. You got Casey Children in the 92. Here comes Cam Carrington. Maybe that tire saving might have helped, because here comes the number 34. That's going to be Mr. Evan Horton. I hope everything's all right, Brad. I hope we can make a little bit of fun for you. 14 to go. Everybody, please. Hashtag Brad in the channel, please. He's having a bad night tonight. He needs us more than ever here tonight. As you got Casey Children 92 with a good cut down once again in the middle of 3 and 4. We got about 13 more to go this afternoon, as the super late model driver of Daniel Adam will lead the way in that number 75. Started on the pole, pretty much led most of it. Here comes Cam Carrington. Now, Isaac, remember we were talking about earlier without the tire saving? We thought Cam Carrington and Evan Horton were definitely doing it. What a slider for the 34 of Evan Horton to get around the 92 of Casey Childers. As you got a good battle for the race lead, it's Cam Carrington in the 0-2. All over the back bumper to the number 75 of Daniel Adam. We got about 11 to go this time by. Thank you, guys. Hashtag Brad in the chats, everybody. Let's make them feel better. We got the 5. That's going to be old David Ellis in the wall. He's helping me help him out. Thank you, David. That's our universal code. Me and David's universal code, everybody. I'm going to stay on the wall, Peter. You got me, right? Sure do. As Daniel Adam in the 75 continues to lead the way, as we lost a few cars, including Clayton Ellis and David Ellis. As this battle for the lead, you got 10 to go this time by. We're going to try to make your day better, Brad. You got a battle for the lead. Cam Carrington in that Bush Show 2. That's called over the back bumper of the super late model driver. He is the real one. That's going to be Daniel Adam, as you got about 8 more to go this time by. Look at the 34 of Evan Horton going to be joining in as well, as you got Cam Carrington still all over the back bumper to the 75. Slide job for the race lead off of 3 and 4, as you will have Cam Carrington right alongside the 75. We may get some lap down traffic as Cam Carrington found the middle side of the speedway. You got Daniel Adams on the outside. Slide job in the middle of 3 and 4. Up the top shelf, as here comes the 75 Emmanuel back to the inside. 6 to go. Daniel Adam, another slide job. Evan Horton, number 34. The battle for the lead continues. Hey, Brad and Isaac, I know you like to do this. 5 to go. Give me a high five. 5 to go, and Cam Carrington in the Bush Twisted Speed 02 machine will be your new leader, as you're going to have the number 75. It's going to be Daniel Adams to the top shelf. You got the 34 of Evan Horton in that third slot. The 92 of Casey Childers, and it's going to be the 35 of JT Curran. It'll go to the number 2 of Jared Wharton. You got the number 32 of Samuel Mount, the number 7 of Chase Short. It'll go to Caton Ellis in the 17J, the 32 of Mason Massell, the 15 of John Haynes. 3 to go, and we got some lap down traffic ahead. I think Cam Carrington's strategy with a little bit of a tire wear deal, I think, is going to pay off, as you get about 2 to go. Going to be this time 5 for the Super Late Models here at Eldora. We will go to the Volusia Speedway. That'll be coming up next here for the SLR show, as lap down traffic of the 52. That's going to be old Mr. John Haynes. As you have the 34 machine on Mason Massell, is now Carrington to the wall. White flag this time by. Cam Carrington got in the wall in turn 3 and 4. Daniel Adam going to try to close in. Lap down traffic in play, as Carrington's going to throw the slide job in the Bush Light Twisted Speed 02. He will get the win here tonight at the SLR show. Daniel Adam, Evan Horton.